Hey guys, Miss Padova here. So for today, a few supplies you're going to need, or if you have laying around the house, some Sharpies, an eraser, a pencil. Your pencil also has an eraser. Some colored pencils if you want, some crayons, and some markers. Doesn't matter what colors, whatever you have at home. Alright, so to start, to draw this eye, let's draw an arched line. Alright, draw lightly so that if you need to, you can erase. I like to sketch it a few times until I get it right. In the corner here, this is the corner of your eye. It's just like a little blip. And then you're going to repeat that arched line on the bottom. Alright, now, oh, a little erase there. Clean it up a little here. Alright, so to draw the iris, you're going to start with an arched line again, from top to bottom, instead of a full circle. And I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Let me just fix, nope, didn't like that. Let me just erase that. See, I drew lightly so that I could erase it and you can't see anything. That's better. Right. So now you need the pupil. If you have anything around the house, oh man, oh geez, this cap is runaway cap. To trace, you can trace that. That's just a cap to a Snapple, but I'm just going to draw mine freehand. And I would suggest you to too. Once I know I like that circle, I'm going to erase the lines I don't need inside of it. And then darken it up a little bit. It looks good. Maybe just... Okay. Alright, corner of the eye. You know, it's almost like an S shape, but not, I don't know, it's a little abstract line, just to give yourself a corner of the eye there. Alright, now we need the crease to your eyelid on top, and there's also one at the bottom. And that looks pretty good. I think I'm set with that. Alright, so for the inside of the eye, I would love for you to tell me visually, and that means in a drawing, what your favorite things are. What describes you? For me, Keith Haring describes me because he's one of my most favorite artists. So I'm going to draw some of his figures inside of my iris. When I'm done, I outline the eye with a thicker Sharpie. And don't worry, if you don't have a thin or thick Sharpie and you have just one, that's fine too. So I'm outlining everything I did in Sharpie. As you see here, I'm going in with a thinner Sharpie. Again, you don't need to, I just happen to have it. Last, I'm going to start erasing all that pesky pencil. I don't want that in there. Then I'm using Crayola markers. Doesn't matter what kind of markers you have. I could have used crayon. Crayons would have worked. Colored pencils. Anything would have worked, but I prefer markers for this one. And there. That looks good. Alright, so I'm taking my colored pencil. This one's a light blue, just to give it a little bit of something inside the eye there. I'm going to fill the whole eye in with this really light blue. And then I took a darker blue because the rim of your iris is usually always a little bit darker than the center, closer to your pupil. So I'm darkening around the edges of my iris. Notice that I'm going in the direction towards the pupil. This kind of gives a little bit more of a realistic look to it. Then I went in with an even darker blue, and ever so lightly I added the darker blue in the same direction as I did with the lighter blue. Alright, for the top of the eyelid, I'm just going to use some oranges, tans. Then I'm kind of just going for it with some watercolor, throwing some watercolor in the background. I chose deep violet and some reds and maybe a little magenta. My goal was to cover the entire page so that no white was showing. And there you go. Here you have it.